different type of video. I just got off work. It's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And I am driving 2 hours south to Kentucky. And you might be thinking, well, why are you doing that on a Thursday? Well, long story short, you can't buy a gas tank for a Honda Pilot for any less than about $2,000. Actually, almost closer to $2,100. So, found a guy parting one out on Marketplace. And I said, how much for the gas tank? He said, $50. And I said, consider it sold. So, I'm on my way to pick it up and figured I'd take you guys along with me. So, in keeping with Hackabilly's, kind of country type hillbilly theme, I'm not exactly taking the fastest way there. This way is just a little bit longer, not much, but it's mainly takes highways and stuff like that. Basically avoids Cincinnati, which I'm good with. So right now I'm on Highway 7. I'm taking that to 50 and then 50 down to 274, I think it is. And then there's a couple other exits there, and then we'll be at the place. Well, we hit our first slowdown. Looks like we'll be going for too long. Green, green, green. Just got onto Highway 50. Keep on trucking. We got about 80 miles left to go. Almost 2 o'clock. We should be getting there around 3, a little after 3. Onward. Alright, every time I come through here, I ask myself, why in the world would you put a roundabout in the middle of a highway? But
keep left onto US
it's
50.
here. Coming through Lawrenceburg. Got the Seagram's factory over there. Making headway. We'll be there in about 30 more minutes. Just got on 275 heading towards Kentucky. I was going to try to get some clips of coming through Lawrenceburg, but there was a lot of traffic and I was just trying to focus on driving. Getting ready to go over the Ohio River. Alright, we're about 2 minutes away. I'll check back in after I get this thing. Heading home. Everything looked pretty good with that tank. I really appreciate the guy for having it pulled and ready for me. I mean, he had it in the back of his truck. I pulled up there and threw it in my truck, and away I went. Yeah, can't beat that. Getting up at 4 a.m. this morning is really starting to catch up with me now. So about another 2 hours and 20 minutes back. going through Lawrenceburg. I was going to try to get a shot of Lawrenceburg Speedway as I went by, but there was a truck in my way, kind of like it was when I went through the first time. It's definitely a track that's on my list to get to. Lawrenceburg and Kokomo are two Indiana tracks that I really want to get to. It won't be this year. It's starting to get too close to deer season, so all my attention's kind of starting to shift towards that. So maybe next year, maybe next spring or something. You know, I've heard people say, oh, driving through Indiana is so boring. It's nothing but cornfields and bean fields. Well, I just came through Versailles, and really anywhere southern Indiana here. We've got hills. Anywhere I grew up, Brown County, we've got the hills of Brown County. But you can't tell me that this isn't beautiful, because it is. And maybe that's just the deer hunter in me, but there's a little bit of everything for everybody here in Indiana. Again, for instance, today, heat index of like 108 or something like that. Crazy. It's like Louisiana hot and humid today too. But it could be like last winter where it got like negative 20 whatever, negative 30 whatever. So, like we always say in Indiana, if you're not happy with the weather, wait a minute. Alright, something else I gotta talk about. Church signs. I've never really been a fan of them, because they can normally have some pretty stupid stuff on them. And today has proven such. I passed one church, and it said, this is all it said on it, was ready to go home. Now I understand what it's saying. I'm not saying that I don't. But I mean, that is literally all the sign said. And you can take that a number of ways. You can take that as soon as you walk in this place, you're like, I'm ready to go home. Forget this. Or, and kind of the first thing I thought was, that kind of sounds like a cult. Like, alright, everybody's ready to go home. Get your red Solo cups. Let's get up here and get this Kool-Aid. We're all gonna go home. And then coming back here, I saw that one heading to Kentucky. Now coming back from Kentucky, I see one that says, yes, our church is prayer conditioned. Okay. This, you have to think, not only did somebody come up with this, but somebody, it had to cross somebody's desk, and they had to say, yeah, let's put that on the sign. That totally sell. You know, just, and I know I'm dogging them hard, but I've seen good church signs that have pretty clever things on them, and thought, oh yeah, that's pretty good, that's pretty funny. But 95% of them are like, somebody approved that? Like, somebody really thought that was a good idea? Anyway, I'm rambling. Should be home in about 45 minutes. Well, we're right back where our journey began, in Columbus. But we're not done. Almost through Columbus now. About another, 25 minutes I'll be home. Getting ready to go by Hackabilly Seas. Across the rickety old bridge that is getting sketchier and sketchier every time I go across it. Made it home. Well, if you've made it this far in the video, mad respect for you. No, it's not our typical Hackabilly video, but figured we hadn't had a video in a little bit, so I just posted it. However, I'm not going to make a video of putting this thing in. Number one, that's going to be next week if I get to it. Or I'm not going to get to it this weekend, but that'd be extremely boring. So if you even watch this video, I'm your biggest fan. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching.